Welcome to week 6. This is our final week, so well done for making it this far. In this week, and our final week, we're going to be looking at what happens to someone when they become a Christian, which you could see as circumcision of the heart, soteriology, and then they start the journey towards Christian perfection, which is our second week that we looked at John Wesley's sermon on perfection. And we've discussed in a recap video some of the key themes that we need to be focused on. And so in this final week, we're going to look at what it means to grow in grace and how we grow in grace. What is a practical way of becoming more Christ-like? And so we're going to be looking at Wesley's sermon, The Means of Grace, in which he outlines the different means by which God makes us more complete, makes us more whole, helps us to love more perfectly. The phrase we often use today is growing in grace. You're going to be reading the final chapters of the Runyon text, which again are more practical in nature. And we're going to hopefully come to some kind of a conclusion about how Wesley's theology develops from his reading of Law and Taylor and Brevant, and then his construction of his soteriology and his theology of sanctification, and ultimately how that works itself out in our daily walk with Christ. The emphasis, just to give you a direction, will be on the Lord's Supper, because this is something that Wesley did emphasize heavily in his Means of Grace sermon, but also his sermon, Duty of Constant Communion. So you will see there are more than one means of grace, but there is one he calls the grand channel of God's grace. And so this week we will be focusing on the Lord's Supper and our practical outworking of growing in grace. I'll take this moment to say thank you to you all for this 6-week journey. And I've really enjoyed the collaboration, the discussion, the critical learning that has taken place. I hope you've enjoyed the readings. I hope you've enjoyed the discussion with your classmates and these videos that I've used to summarize our thinking together. And I hope you've appreciated your learning about John Wesley. And I pray that God will bless you in your work, in your ministries. And I look forward to the conclusion of this class and as you progress towards graduation and as you continue to grow in grace. Amen.